What's going on, my friends? How you doing? Little bit of a delay, not with the computer, just with my brain, apparently. So it took me a second to catch up to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? We're gonna talk about some play booster action and have a nice chill stream. It's Wednesday night. Let's rotate that a little bit more. Still, oh yeah, look at that. The lighting is nice. Dark side of the moon action going on. So I can be like two-faced and evil. Everything I say is like, oh, is it truthful? Is it on the dark side? Let's, hold on. Before we go any further, I got to remember to share the link in the Discord. That's the first thing. That's, oh, I heard the clink and my straw was trying to escape my drink. Stay there. Okay. Ice Cube should have pinned it in now. We should be all right. We should be all right. Okay, so let me share the live stream link and then we'll do our beginning of the streams romper room style hello. That's always fun. Okay. All right, that's good. The straws staying put. That's excellent. Excellent. All right, and the stream looks healthy, so that's good. Only thing left to do is switch it up so I can see the chat properly. All right, perfect. Let's do some hellos. What up, Clayton, Gossett, Jess, Al, Eng. Who else is in here? Freestyle, Tookie, Millmaster, Dominic, Shelton, Peterson, Thoros, Kentucky, Serta. So it's been a while, Serta. Let's see who else. Gene, Felonious T, Omni, Ikely. Who else? Scroll Keeper, Jess, Aura, Cade, Yamagoro. All right, I think that I got everybody. All right, so hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, assembled lurkers. Oh, Shelton jumping out of the gates like straight at the start of the stream with the super chat saying, I haven't mistaken a set booster for a draft booster once. Well, I have. I definitely have. And it's been disappointing when you realize you're holding the wrong booster, right? But most of the time it was disappointing realizing, yo, I want to be opening a set booster and I'm about to open a draft booster. So it depends, right? It depends on what you want. But whatever, bro. I've definitely had that happen. This is too far back, isn't it? Let's bring it forward so it's easier to read. There we go. There we go. A little bit of rotation. Perfection. Perfection. Dominic, you forgot how insane my intro was? Well, I'm not surprised, buddy. Your brain's going to dump that. Your brain's going to dump that. Oh, Serta with the shield bearer getting the I don't even know how many months in total. And Omni becoming a shield bearer as well. Hey, thanks for joining the channel membership. Bear that shield with pride. It looks good, all shiny and new. All right. Where were we? I'm just catching up with everything. Pum. Ice, after a while, waters down your drink. Drink fast. Here's the secret. You drink just fast enough that only the outside of the ice cube melts, because when the ice cube freezes, when the water freezes, it pushes all the impurities into the middle. That's that white crap that you see in the middle of the ice cube. So just let the outer part melt into your water and get that fresh, sweet goodness, and then toss that other stuff off to the side, right? Grab out the ice chunks that are just all white and ganky in the middle. You don't want that white gank, bro. You don't need that. You don't need that white gank in your life. Cardboard Splendor says, promoting was at Jake and Joel's live. Good discussion, but they're horrible in keeping up with chat. Well, bro, from what I see normally over there, they have a ton of people flying through. So keeping up with chat would be a difficult endeavor. Once you get up to like multiple hundreds, normally, partially just due to the nature of these streams, Normally we have like a manageable amount of people in here, but I've had streams with hundreds and hundreds of people in it. In one case, like 750, and it's impossible to give everybody in the chat the attention that they want in that case, right? So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? You got to deal with that reality of it. So, they can only talk to so many people at any given moment. But Cardboard Splendor, you're Lord of the Board, and speaking of which, buddy, check it out. Check it out. You made it on to the mega glory roll. Bum, 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 bum. Right down there. Look at that. Look at that. You did it. You did it. You achieved your goal. Well done. Well done. All right. It's time for some root beer. Damien is limited dead. There's people still drafting, right? But Wizards of the Coast is just ditching draft boosters. So now you're going to have to do it with play boosters. That's the new reality, man. You got to do it with play boosters. So, I mean, is it the best? No. Just the best was, I feel like, when we just had draft boosters. But now that Pandora's box has been opened and set boosters and it's like it's a step up, right? In terms of the zazzle you feel when you open the packs. Woo! So, I mean, I fully admit it. Open and set boosters feels way better than open and draft boosters. When you're drafting, obviously not draft boosters, but opening set boosters under other circumstances, it's just a more satisfying experience. So, and Wizards pushed us all into it so hard. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? They're putting in the play boosters either way. And like the whole question, the overall question that I'm going to take forever to get around to discussing is the actual like price of play boosters, and if it's a fair price and what a fair price is. All right. Hey, Zircon, gifted memberships. Thanks, buddy. Peterson, Damien, Cade, DeVoe, and Brent, bear your shields with pride and glory. I raise my glass. Serta, you are here, buddy. You are. That's amazing. That's amazing. Where is it? Is it right over here? Where'd I put it? Oh, never mind. You know what? The crown was like right here. It was right here on the desk. But I must have moved it recently. A bunch of things have gotten shifted around. I would have pulled it out. It's crazy that you showed up today, Serta, because legit, I randomly thought of you, and you are like a unicorn in terms of appearances. They are infrequent, to say the best, to the point where every once in a while when you pop into my head, it's under the category of I hope he's still alive and having a good life, buddy. So seeing you pop in again is always welcome. It's funny how that works, right? When somebody hasn't been in a stream for a long time and you get reminded, because just thinking back, like me and Carly were talking about stuff from years and years ago, right? Like when you were around. So like, yeah, it's wild. It's wild. The way time works, all of it. I was thinking about the fact that Magic's like 30 years old, and I've been doing the Magic Historian stuff for like 6 years, right? Like, what? How 6 years? That's crazy. How has time flown by like that fast, right? That's wild. Absolutely wild. So I don't know, man. That's a decent chunk of Magic's life now. It's cool. It's cool, but it's also crazy. It's crazy. Ikely, you think dropping collector boosters like a logical and even-headed person? Well, I mean, they were looking at it from a making money perspective. And from a making money perspective, those collector boosters, they sell. People like opening them, right? They're expensive, but people like opening them. 100%. 100%. Clayton, yeah, times change, buddy. Times change. Dominic, you get 6 more packs, so it's not really more expensive. Well, it depends on how you look at it, right? If you look at it like straight up comparing to a set booster box, and you're going, look, a set booster box, like if you're just saying set boosters and play boosters cost the same per pack, so getting a 30 box and a 36 box, it's an irrelevant difference because they're all valued the same. Well, that's fine if you're comparing them to set boosters. But if you compare it to draft boosters, then it's not the same, right? Like they do cost more. There is like a 30%. I'm just going off the prices like in my area, but that's a 30% jump. That's big. That's a big jump, man. That's a big jump. Fellers, you think that play boosters mean mechanically unique cards will get shunted into collector boosters? That's a possibility. That's absolutely a possibility. Serta says, well, we're all friends here now, tomorrow, and yesterday. Choose the... Wait, are you some kind of Doctor Who Time Lord, buddy? Did you get in your bathroom and rub jelly all over your body and yell, I'm regenerating! I'm regenerating myself into a new version. And then you just like put on a new wig or something. I control time. Oh, wait, I'm late. I gotta go. Just the idea of somebody yelling, I control time, and then going, I'm late for work, is a hilarious concept to me. I like that. Ritter, you wonder if they'll stop the remastered set after Ravnica remastered now that draft boosters go away? Nah, bro. Why wouldn't they just make like play booster versions of it? Right? Or just go the remastered have their own thing. But yeah, I would just expect play versions of it all. That would be my guess. That's how I think it would go. So yeah, the 30% increase for like draft to set boosters is considerable. I've seen some people say that the price of Magic booster packs really didn't increase that much over a long period of time, which is true. We've seen a lot of hikes in recent times, but for the longest time, Magic booster prices, they stayed the same. So at a certain point, with the crazy like spin out on inflation and prices that we've seen over the years, like I remember a long time ago, boosters were cheaper, but like the increment of increase was way, way slower, right? And so I don't know exactly where the level is. I'm not saying that the price they're coming in at is the right price, but there is like when I read, because I didn't think of this myself, somebody else was talking about this, and I just thought about it when that's actually a valid point, because they didn't for the longest time crank prices, and then in the last little window of the game, they've been kind of throttling it pretty hardcore. Drake, the packs will come with less air in them to account for inflation. Less cards, more air. That's how it's going to go. 100%. Air, you don't think they're going to be fairly priced? It's likely they'll be expensive. I mean, that's definitely a position to have as well. You look at the possibility of them going, yo, they're going to be priced the same as set boosters. But then right before they release play boosters, they're just like, oh, set boosters went up in price too. You know, like... You think repacks and custom draft boxes will surge in popularity? I mean, with like hardcore entrenched people, I think you're probably 100% bang on. I don't know how much that will apply to casuals out on the outer fringes, like who are just kind of playing casually and don't pay that much attention, right? You know how many more sets you can logically remaster? It's like one for every block, basically. So you've got 3 remasters. Are they cramming all the Ravnicas together? Because, I mean, anything like that obviously limits it. But you've got, like, the Khans of Tarkir block remastered. You can do random old blocks, too. There's tons of crap for them to remaster 100%. Odyssey remastered, Onslaught remastered. Like, there is a long list. Kamigawa remastered. We went to Kamigawa Cybercock 2077, but they could just do it based on the old one, right? Or they could mix them together, because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Dominic, yeah, as an LGS, you love play packs. I'm not surprised. You're right. You're right. The draft packs aren't a viable option because people don't want them. Unless you're going to draft, they're not really something you like. It's just not as fun to open, right? So, from what I've seen as well, most stores end up with selling way more set boosters than draft boosters. So they're just ordering less and less and less to the point where Wizards wasn't going to be making them because they weren't going to be gotten purchased. The distributors are going to be like, no, we're having a hard time selling this crap. The same way they just kind of had to go, we got to rework all this Jumpstart crap. They're doing it in starts and stutters with Jumpstart. Like, we're getting another Jumpstart coming. And you got to wonder what exactly is going on. Like, are you just going to continue to make these intro boosters that don't work? Think of the billions of seconds saved from standing at the LGS deciding what pack to get, draft or set. Well, nobody thinks about that except people who don't know what they are. And then once they're explained to them, most people opt for set boosters. That tends to be the way of it, right? Gotta wonder what Jumpstart even is. It shifts in definition. They've changed what things are so much. Secret layers are, things that you order directly from them. They're also special things they give out in little packages at conventions. They're also just random cards that are used as the top 32. And so every name is slapped on everything. Marketing is just like, yo, they like something? Okay, take that name and put it on something else. Who cares? Yo, they like pancakes. Okay, well, we got these hot dogs. Call them pancakes. All right. You know what I mean? Drake, you only bought draft boosters up until 2 days ago when you bought a few Wilds of Eldraine set boosters. Oh, really? Fair enough. I know the one thing that LGSs did like draft boosters for was cheaper price support. They could give out those instead of set boosters, right? And then you got a situation where it costs them less money per pack, but it doesn't change the fact that they're just not as exciting, right? That's the reality. Wizards did a good job of making set boosters more exciting. I like all the bells and whistles. The art cards, right? Like, I literally use the art cards in the box of glory. Look at how tall the stack is getting, man. Look at how many different art cards are in there. It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, the play booster thing, I guess, was an inevitability. In some ways, Wizards can't be happy about certain aspects of it. They wanted to be able to get like set booster selling and continue to sell draft boosters, right? Because their data said long-term players play the draft, so we want to like milk that too. But they want to, like, if in an ideal world they could just be like 12 card packs, you got to use those to draft, right? Like, that would be their dream world where they could just keep trimming down. Oh, drafts now require aftermath boosters where it's like 5 card packs and you got to buy 80 of them. Oh, but yeah, in some ways they're like they're not getting to sell as few cards per booster for the same price. So there is that bit where they're losing out, but I don't know, man. This does raise the floor price of Magic boosters. The question is, where should that have been, right? Where would that be normally without Wizards like greed? Coding Monkey, did you miss the discussion on the video title? You didn't. You didn't, buddy. What up, Jugglem? How you doing? Wizards started giving out free set booster boxes as prizes instead of draft about 9 months ago. Yeah, and I mean, Dominic, you know from running a store, it was very obvious that when like set boosters first started, they wanted to push them hard. So there was always problems with draft booster distribution, right? Like, they would always be able to get you set booster boxes to start with, no problem. But, oh, sorry, we don't have any draft, right? Like, they put it into bundles. They wanted to make set boosters like the de facto. Ignore those draft boosters. Don't worry about those draft boosters. And it worked. It worked. They were like, yo, don't look at my kind of hot daughter. Look at my really hot daughter. Like, which one do you want to finger bang, bro? Right? And then they're just like, anybody who starts straying over to the one, like, no, come on over to this one. That's the deal, right? That's the deal. So yeah, they pushed into set boosters so hard, man. Like so hard. They were just like, oh yeah, my other daughter's in the back room behind the locked door. Which one do you want to pick? This one here or the other one that's not available? They goosed the numbers for set boosters. And then they went overwhelming demand for it. But that doesn't change the fact that set boosters are like, while they definitely stacked the deck to give the set boosters an advantage, it doesn't change the fact that set boosters are genuinely more satisfying to open. That part is undeniable. Undeniable. My blood says, when I saw fairly priced and magic in the same sentence, I had to click, yeah, laugh at that. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. In the last few years, it's become absurd. Dominic, you barely ordered draft post-release. I mean, one of the stores guys I was talking to said that they were pretty much done buying draft boxes, so this was a welcome change. From a LGS's stocking perspective, this play booster stuff is a big win. It's a big win. Jess, I got that tucked in my back pocket for like I'm not running off to use that. You got to wait for the right moment to do it, you know? So yeah, set boosters win out. They're just more fun. Ned, you feel like there's a price increase because you still buy draft boxes to play with? So now yeah, exactly. So people like you, where you're buying boxes to draft, you're straight up getting hit with a significant price increase, right? If it's anything like where I am, you're going to pay 30% more now, which is rough. It's rough. Magic is most assuredly a luxury commodity that I have difficulty affording myself. So it's a pretty wild state of affairs. Anthony, how you doing, buddy? Juglum, you were worried about the dilution of the art cards value. Less art cards are better for everyone. I'm just happy having art cards, man. I don't need them to show up in every single pack. I don't care for the ad cards. I could do without those. Just give me tokens or an art card or something, right? Taking away the 15th card in a booster pack, but still going, well, there will be a 15th card. And a bunch of the times it'll be an ad. And it's like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Never understood why they made the split from booster boxes into set and draft boxes in the first place. Because they wanted to try and hit multiple, like in their brains they made up multiple market segments and then made products for them, and then they learned that it wasn't going to be what they wanted it to be. So ultimately they were like fantasizing about having like, oh, the regular crackers, the casual crackers will buy these set boosters, but the draft boxes will still sell and still be a mainstay because draft has been a part of Magic all along. But Wizards cut the knees off of LGSs and then kicked them in the dick over and over and over and then said, open your mouth so I can spit it and give you AIDS. And the LGSs are like, this is what it takes to be the WPN. Okay, fine. So like Wizards hosed LGS for the last few years, and now they're coming out trumpeting, we're doing all this stuff because we believe in supporting local. And it's like, we have learned a valuable lesson. We need you guys. We need you guys. That's the reality. That's the reality. So they split the stuff off going, oh, we could make all the money in the world. And then they went, well, how come this thing is cannibalizing this? And it's like, because you're literally, like when they made these other boosters, they basically smack talk draft boosters and go, get the boosters without as much garbage and stuff like this. These are all better than this crappy little booster. You don't want this sad sack, right? And then everyone went, you're right, we don't. And then they went, wait, why are you buying it? Why are you buying it? They're like, yo, buy our fresh loaves. You don't want the day old loaf, do you? You don't want that day old loaf. You don't want that day old. How come nobody buys day olds? That's what they do. They're ridiculous. Wait, Carl Sputter, what do you think this is? The want ads, buddy? You try to troll for labor up in here, man? I don't care whether you're trying to pack a truck full of Frosted Flakes or you're grinding kids up into hot dogs. What are you doing? This is not a place of commerce. Ned, Wizards have been sticking it to LGSs for like a decade now. Has it been like a decade? I mean, it feels like it's been since, I'd say like 5-6 years maybe. Drake, hey, thanks for joining the channel membership and becoming a shield bearer. Now, what the hell is your profile picture? Is that a hamster with its mouth open? Is that a camel with a mutated face? What is that? What is that? It's got a very fat head. Oh, Clayton. Clayton said, speaking of a pack, for less than the price of a play booster, you can support your favorite Magic YouTuber with a membership. Get yourself a shield. Hell yeah! And Drake said it's less than a pack now for sure and got himself one. Nicely done, Clayton. You made a good point. You made a good point. That's pretty wild. My channel membership is less than a play booster. We ain't playing around here. You know why they call it a play booster? Because you take the L out of play and you got pay. So you take the L and you pay. D-Buck, you know, they commented the average rate for rare rate for play boosters will be 1.4 per pack. Do they know what the draft packs and set packs were? I think like set packs was 1 point something, maybe 7. I don't know. It's on older booster wraps and stuff, right? So the information's definitely out there, but I don't know it. I do not know it myself. Pause. What's going on, buddy? My actual thoughts on play boosters. Not a fan of increasing prices, but I do like set booster Zazzle. So having boosters that have more Zazzle that can be used for drafting is cool, but it remains to be seen whether Wizards is going to make drafting into an insane environment, because there's going to be more rares, which means more bombs. And to compensate for that, they're going to juice the commons and uncommons. So I don't know. We might have like a techno wagon built purely out of rocket fuel power creep that we're going to like rocket down the mountain on. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. Ned says a play booster because we all got played, son. That's right. Actually, you know why it's called a play booster? I'm going to tell you the real reason. Because Wizards of the Coast says if you're only buying these boosters, you're playing. We don't give a shit about you. You're played out. We don't care. We collect people who buy collector boosters. Everybody who buys play boosters is played the fuck out. That's how that works. They call it play boosters because a kid and play. And you just kidding around. You just playing. Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting a kid and play reference. Neither was I. I have no idea where that came from. Brent, we can play a game with boosters. It's called, open it and buy more boosters. That's the game. Wizards invented it. Drake seems like Winston Draft will be crazy coming soon, though. Winston Draft isn't what you think. It's actually drafting with a guy named Winston who has like a big bushy mustache. He's got one of them. One of them's, you know. Chim says, new format, the Zazzle draft. I mean, it's got a lot of Zazzle. It's got all, you know what? That beep, beep, beep in the background made me realize Carly's making me peanut butter cookies. Life is amazing. Peanut butter cookies, fantastic. That's great. Coning Monkey says there'll be a lot more one with nothing. Maybe. I mean, a cynical attitude does seem like not a bad one to take here. That's how Innistrad draft was. Man, the Innistrad sets flopped so hard. And Wizards, like, it was so funny to see we're doing the silver screen set. And it's like, what did you do? We lazily stapled both these sets together with no curation. Like, none. Do you want to get a pack with 2 Evolving Wilds and realize just how little we give a shit? Like, we don't care about you, bro. We don't care about you. What do I think of the One Piece live action? You mean like those movies on the hub or whatever, bro? I've only seen the thumbnails on Facebook, so I don't watch triple X parodies, bro, because they're just like watching some lady painted up as the She-Hulk, who's she's painted all green, but when her butt cheeks move, you can see like the pink flesh. I'm like, how am I supposed to think that you're a rage monster? How am I supposed to finish to this? So as a rule, I don't watch those, bro. I don't watch those. And if there's some other One Piece, then I also have not watched that. Okay? Drake, you've been playing wrong this whole time. You got to get Winston's details. That's true. That's true. The dude who played Winston in Ghostbusters is a big Magic fan. He's actually who you play Winston Draft with. Dominic says, I haven't given you money in a while. I'll be a simp tonight. Be nice to me. All right, you cuddly little hamster. You've earned the right to eat 2 almonds and a marshmallow tonight. All right? And you can figure out what those signify on your own. You're Lord of the Board. I like how you put simp in all caps, like yelling simp, like you just yelled it, like you couldn't help yourself. All right, Dominic, you're the Lord of the Board. You're a Lord of the Board, you little marshmallow nibbler. Brent says, if you want to run a double feature draft, just grab 3 Midnight Hunt, 3 Crimson Vow boosters. Yeah, it's true. Just jam them together. It's same difference, right? One Piece is on Netflix and it's kind of cool. Right on. I saw the first like 100 or so episodes of One Piece, and then I just didn't have it in me to like jam through 900 more. So I gave up. And moved on to other things, you know? It was all right. It was all right, but it just like I wanted to check out other stuff. And the amount of time required overall, I was like, I can always come back. I did like the variety of characters and stuff. But I also watched that on double speed because at least at the beginning it's so slow. I've seen like memes, and I don't know if they're real, but they're like of Nami and stuff like that. And they're like earlier season and seasons later on, and her tits just keep getting fucking bigger. And I'm like, is this real? Is this what's going on? Serta says, simp harder, back of the line, buddy. Oh, his price is writing you off the board. Serta's taking it. Certified. That's what I would say to the ladies. If that was my last name, Serta, I would, every time I laid my dong down on him, I'm like, you just got a certified dickin'. And then every time I said something crazy, I'd be like, I'm certifiable. You heard of that, huh? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, lording that board. Dominic, yeah, he kicked you in the dick real quick, didn't he? Jack, you were into One Piece when you watched it until they revealed his stretchy powers. Fair enough. I was just like, I went, yo, you get these powers for like eating these demon fruits and stuff, and you just left this where like some kid can eat it or whatever. Also, the only downside to these fruits that give you godlike powers is like the ocean hates your ass, so you can't go in the water. And it's like, then just stay on land, dickhead. Why are all these fucking morons with godlike powers roaming around on the open seas, man? Stay on the fucking earth, bro. Stay on the earth where it's safe and you can use your fucking powers. And like, yeah, there was some shit where like he gets shot and his body like ricochets the bullets, but his shirt doesn't get holes in it and stuff. I just got triggered by a bunch of random crap. But overall, I had fun with it, even if I just went, wait, what? What? Pause, have a good one, bro. Dominic, you can go watch Amaranth. She said she'll be your girlfriend experience for cheaper. Well, I mean, it's probably true, actually. She does have a nice fucking rack. She's a good looking lady, bro. So if that's what you want to do, what am I gonna say? If you're like, yo, man, I'm leaving because I want to go and look at a fucking hot chick with big tits, what am I gonna say? Yeah, fuck it, fuck it, I'm coming with you. Let's go. Anthony, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to get on that assessment yourself, crunch some numbers, analyze it. Oh, speaking of analyzing, it's DJ Long Rules. How you doing? How you doing? DJ Long Rules, laying them rules down on the fools. What witchcraft do I have in the back with the head and the skull? Oh, that's just this right here. You know, like that movie The Ring or whatever, where you get a phone call and then you die a week later. Well, this gives you tumors in your brain, like in like 3 years from now. So it's too long, it's too late for you to sue me, but it's still plenty of time for you to go and get health insurance that covers brain tumors, because in 3 years you're gonna have them. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Oh, DJ Long, you're trying to get better at Chandelar. Oh well, it's a rough mistress, bro. Make sure you always have the white sword so you can teleport to protect towns, because obviously you lose enough of those, you're straight out of the game, right? You definitely want that. Make sure you get that anti-swapping card, the artifact, so you can swap out cards you don't want to lose from the anti to minimize the damage to your shit, unless you're just reloading. In which case, whatever. I don't play that way, but you do you, buddy. You do you. It is an unforgiving game, and the 2016 version is even more unforgiving. 100%, bro. Like, the AI will still fuck up sometimes, but the decks are way more harsh. I got blown out by the Elf deck. I was like, what is this? It's insane. It's insane. Drake, you already had tumors riddling your body as a Kenrith player. Yamugar says, just avoid the forbidden knowledge that gives you cancer when you learn it. There you go. There you go. You need a ton of white amulets. Yeah, getting the white amulets can be a bitch, man. So you can... sometimes you can luck out and run into one of those gem traders and buy them for $200 a throw, which I love to do. Otherwise, you just got to kind of either get them as rewards from towns or from fighting the white mage's servants to fucking get them that way, right? Coding Monkey, did you miss another Super Channelar video? There's just the five installments so far. There'll be another one coming soon. Honestly, what happened was I got really hooked into my private version of it, like the test run that I did to make sure that the game even worked properly so that I could play it on a live stream. Well, that one I got really gripped up in it and played a whole bunch of it, and then I finished it, and I've just been kind of basking in the glow of that victory before I go back to the green deck that is going to get like just decimated, and I got to formulate a strategy for how I'm going to face down the end guy, because his deck is insane, bro. His deck is insane. Starts with a Black Lotus in play. Is guaranteed to have a land that taps to produce 2 mana in a starting hand, and most likely going to have a Mox as well. It's crazy. It's crazy. Christian, you're excited about the play boosters because you have really good luck cracking packs, so you think you're just going to get better stuff from your kit. Well, I mean, that is a fun perspective to have when you're thinking about these pre-release kits. There's no doubt in that, right? It's just like, hey man, if they're gonna change these packs, that's it too. The pre-releases are gonna cost more money now as well. So man, the end boss in Chandelar versus like the modern version, there's a massive gulf between them. It's crazy. The regular version of Chandelure, the original, the deck is this big, weird monstrosity. And in the modern version, it is tuned. It's ready to go. Oh, but I'm not. Oh, I didn't put more barks in the fridge. No. Oh. Guys, I blew it. I blew it. I got a midstream. Take this over to the fridge, man. I'll be right back. I need more root beer. I guess I'm gonna need more ice too, since these aren't cold. It's a tragic day in Magic Town. Ooh, peanut butter cookies. Mmm, smells delicious. Yeah, you're the best. All right, well, that took longer than I would have hoped, man. Apparently, carrying that case like that shook the cans up. So I got to have a little, like, not a full on, like, blasting out, but a mini volcanic eruption that required my attention. I had to do wipe down duty. Wipe down duty. All right. All right. Oh, but you know what? On the upside, I got the glorious smell of those peanut butter cookies. Smelled so good. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Delicious. They're out there on the cooling rack, so that'll be good. And I've got my root beer with some ice cubes in it, so we're good that way. One day, Kenny, I'm going to be a street performer with my keyboard. Burp, 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 burp. News. Do the new play packs mean more printed list cards? They're like dropping the amount of list cards from 300 to like 50. And I think they're decreasing the likelihood of you getting anything good. So the list will mostly be a disappointment slot, as far as I'm concerned. Juggle them. Just get some chicken breasts and put them in your back pockets, bro. You'll be good. You'll be good. Oh, remember to take the ice cubes out after a minute. Oh yeah, gotta stop the evil white stuff in the middle. Yeah, Magoro, what song am I gonna adapt to Keytar? I would adapt When the Goose is Hanging High from the Little Drummer Boy movie. That's it. One day. One day, buddy. One day. That's going to happen. Christian, you're hyped for the next installment of Tarkir. It's inevitable. Wizards goes back to mine pretty much every property now, so give it time. Give it time. That's going to take longer for the ice to cool it down, unfortunately. What a travesty. Oh, well. Such is life. Such is life. So yeah, man, I don't know what's gonna happen from this play booster standpoint going forward. Because what are they gonna try and introduce some other step between play booster and collector booster? I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. They did like theme boosters and jumpstart boosters. Maybe there's gonna be some weird aftermath style in the middle style booster where it's only got like 5 cards, but it could be mostly rares or something, as they turn rares into more uncommons. I don't even know. The whole crazy slot machine variation of Magic now makes it more difficult to keep up with everything, right? 100%. Drake, you can freeze ice with intentional direction in something like a small cooler, forcing all the impurities to the top. Used to do this to make clear ice. Oh, look at you. You're a fancy boy who knows how to make the clear ice. Well, that's cool. What up, Homer? Jugglem, am I collecting all the Lord of the Rings set? No, I'm not collecting the Lord of the Rings set. I had thought about collecting the Wilds of Eldraine set, but right now I'm like, yeah, I haven't finished my Brothers War set. So until I finish that, I don't think I'm going to start to collect another set. It'll just be like get stuff for my cube. Value boosters? They're not, no, Yemagor, they're not doing theme boosters anymore. They already got rid of those. That's what they turned into Jumpstart. Theme booster is a failure product that they completely just scrapped. We're not getting that back because that's a failure. They tried like turning it into Jumpstart and that hasn't worked. So whatever comes next, it won't be a return to theme boosters. That I feel pretty confident of. Dave, what's going to happen with all the $80 draft boxes? Well, they're not going to be making any more draft boxes at all, right? So whatever supply is in the system will remain cheap at first. I mean, there might be some people buying some up thinking whatever, but it's not like them not making draft boxes anymore makes draft boxes special. So some people are probably going to like speculate on and go, well, I kept these draft boxes because they're special and Wizards make draft boxes anymore. But play boxes are meant for drafting, so it's going to be roughly the same difference. So I don't think that like sealed draft boxes are going to be a special thing. So I imagine it's probably just going to be cheap to begin with, and then once you can't get them through the normal channels, they'll be more expensive like everything else, right? Drake's got pro tips. If you wanna make the ice, pull it out before it completely freezes solid. You gotta use a saw. Gotta saw the ice. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Juggle them. Oh yeah, buddy. Get you a Wilds bundle. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Opening magic packs is fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Hell, I was down at the game shop today. I and the Doctor Who collector boosters just going, wonder what it feels like to open one of those. But the $35 price tag is that was definitely enough for me to go, well, I'm not going to find out because that's expensive. And Buddy Owns a Shop wasn't like, oh, open some of these packs up for a video or whatever, like he does with other stuff. So I was like, that's fine. I can be curious without finding out. Christian, they're already trying to reintegrate drafting in their set design overall, right? Because they realize that they have made a terrible choice that long term is not going to be good for them. Juggling, you got 2 pre-release kits? Nice. Yeah, I went to 2 pre-releases myself. Kensuke, you think someone will take cards from the set and make repacks like a draft booster? People repurpose Magic cards all the time. You don't have to use saw, cut it into shapes for cocktails. Oh, so you cut ice into dicks for people's drinks. I got you. Fair enough, man. You got to work that saw real deftly to get all the veins and stuff, make it look just right. Ruben, you're about to buy 3 draft Wilds of Eldraine boxes. Good idea or best idea? I think from your perspective, I think for your life, it's probably your best idea, bro. That's what you're transmitting into the void. You're saying you literally put best in capitals. So get yourself some, man. Is 3 enough is the question, right? How many boxes deep are you really willing to go? How close is the Brothers War set? It's pretty close, man. I need, what is it? Runechanter's Pike, Urza's Silex, Staff of Domination, Artificer's Dragon, Howling Mine, and then some of the art cards. And that's like it. And I'm done. And then I got the whole thing. So I'm super close. I only had that like list right there because I was looking at it like yesterday. Otherwise, I would have had no clue because I was trying to figure out. I'm like, what am I missing here? I cracked a couple of Brothers War set boosters for my own enjoyment, and I wanted to see if I got anything for my set, and I didn't. But that's understandable. The fewer cards that are left you need for the set, the harder it is to crack open the one that you need. Christian, drafting's what got you into Magic? Oh, right on, man. Right on. I don't think that's how most people get into it because that's a hell of a lot more of a complex way to start than to just play like with pre-built decks that are ready to go. Cardboard Splendor, you want people to sit on set boxes? Well, they're not going to be set boxes anymore, right? So there you go. Get yourself some Phyrexia. That's what Splendor's in for. I'm not affiliated with anybody's box purchasing choices. I don't endorse any particular strategy. I endorse the strategy of enjoying your Magic cards and eating peanut butter cookies. But you keep your set needs list on your desk too. Oh, some jinx, life jinx. So yeah, get whatever's gonna make you happy. Enjoy it, right? I mean, I think she's making more cookies. Haha. I highly doubt that over time any of it's gonna be worth anything more. So you may as well just get what you enjoy. In terms of it actually going up in value, probably not very much, if anything, right? Drake, you have Magic cards and peanut butter cookies with you. You're right. That is the true path. You got it sorted. Altian, you're into Magic for a year. What's the best way to go about selling full sets of Kamigawa? Well, yeah, you know what? I have no idea what the best way of selling complete sets are. You could try contacting some of the game stores that have buy lists and seeing if they were like emailing them directly. Or yeah, maybe it is eBay. I don't know. I don't really have experience with selling just completed sets. I don't know, man. Jim, you endorse graded Pokemon. Bro, I saw like a grade 3, like it literally was graded 3 out of 10 Pokemon card that had been like scuffed up with Brillo pad and shit. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, yo, is that like a really good card? Like, and like a really old rare one, and that's why it's like graded even though it's beat to hell? And he was like, no, no. There's no reason on earth for anybody to have had this graded. It's absolutely insane. Rabid, can anyone tell you what they mean by booster fun? I can. I can tell you what they mean by booster fun. Booster fun literally just means variant card art. That's it. Project Booster Fun is, you know how like sometimes you'll get a card and the frame of the card is like, look, it looks like a scroll or it looks like a tree or something like that. Or the borders extend out. So instead of having black borders, the artwork goes whoop. That's Booster Fun. Are you having fun yet? It's a grandiose marketing language that means jack all. That's it. Just like, here you go. Here you go. It looks different. That's it. That's it. It's just alternates. Just the special treatments that they do in literally every single set. They just call it booster fun because why not? Why not? The set boosters that they created when they originally created them, they talked about how it was like a curated experience that you come through the foyer and shit. Here's the entryway, and it's like it's an experience. They do some weird stuff, man. Collector packs is yeah, collector packs are Project Booster Fun. That's it. Splender's got it right. The Project Booster Fun is boosting the cost of this. Hey, won't it be fun if you have to pay more for your collector packs? Oh. No problem, Rabbit. I know how annoying it can be when you can't find something on the internet that you feel you should be able to find with an easy search. Matt, why not a Rick and Morty crossover? I feel like it's an inevitable sort of thing. Maybe if Rick and Morty and like, Rick and Morty was hotter previously and now it's not as like prominent. So if Wizards had started this crossover stuff earlier, then that would be more likely, but it could still happen. There's nothing to stop it, right? Juggle them the overprint old stock slot. They're not putting old cards they have, and they print new stuffs for the list, man. They don't have old crap that they printed before and they just jam in, right? Beat as fuck graded cards are just coasters. Yeah, it sounds about right, Bino. Sounds about right. Matt, anything for a buck? Yup, 100%. Drake, you want a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy secret lair? That's a pretty random one. I feel like yeah, anything's I can't the thing is I can't rule anything out. When I saw the image for the Fraser secret lair, I thought it was real. Like we're at the point where like whenever I go to start a sentence going, I don't think what you're talking about will happen, my brain goes, do I think it won't happen? It absolutely could happen. So it's possible. There's no reason you couldn't get a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy one. Hmm. It's pretty nutty what magic has become. Pots, yeah, that's right. Pots says they've done a dumbass Fortnite one. Nothing's off the table. Fortnite, like the Mountain Goats, just up for a random band out of nowhere. So, yeah, randomness and like nostalgia baiting for people who are now in their 40s and 50s and shit. There's a bunch of that going on. There's a bunch of that going down. So I keep seeing stuff like, I mean, like the Princess Bride secret. That stuff's dope, man. They keep making all these cool secret layers. They make a number of them that are just kind of whatever, but they are making a bunch of cool stuff. The Many Faces of Chris Farley. Yeah, why not? Are you saying you wouldn't buy it? You fat man in a little coat, you know? Beverly Hills Ninja. Ruben, yeah, there you go, buddy. If you got all those other ones, you got to get that Wilds of Eldraine action. You must continue. Complete the cycle. Matt, yeah, bro. You know what? I'm on the East Coast in Canada, and we didn't get alpha, beta. We only had like unlimited and onwards. VT, what's going on, bro? We rolling with creepy Halloween lighting. Well, I mean, we've got these faces back here. So yes, that's definitely what's going on. 100%. 100%. Oh man, I'm glad I've got a big, fat, powerful nose because these flare these nostrils, pulling that peanut butter cookie smell. Imagine I just started like huffing so hard that it like I pass out from like just breathing too deep somehow. Anthony, can you have my skin? What the hell is this? Silence of the Lambs? Ruben, I remember the love sack. Oh, like a big fat like bean bag. Buy $1,000 Magic the Gathering bean bag. Rabid peanut butter cookies are the best. They sure are. They sure are. Executioner, why don't you have any right now? It's a good question. Why don't you have any right now? Get on that. Get on. I'm glad I have Carly to take care of things like that for me. I wasn't expecting it. I turned around before the stream. I turned around and I looked and I'm like, I see she's got up the peanut butter. I wonder what she's doing. I'm like, maybe she's making peanut butter cookies. The peanut butter cookie recipe that I use is straight up like, it's the simplest recipe ever. I got it off the back of a thing of peanut butter. And if I'm remembering it correctly, it's like is it a cup? Maybe it's more than that of peanut butter. Maybe it's 2 cups. It's got to be more. It's however many cups of peanut butter. It's peanut butter, an egg, and a 1/4 cup of sugar. That's it. That's it. The recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of sugar. So I remember like when I tried the recipe on the back of the jar, I'm like, Mom, you told me you use the recipe on the jar. Why is this so sweet? And she's like, oh no, whenever I made recipes for you, I always have the sugar. Growing up, she always had the sugar. So everything tastes so sweet to me now. Speaking of sweet, what's up, Nathan? What's up, you silly kiss boy? How you doing? Chim says it puts peanut butter in the cookies or it gets those. Some bomb gluten-free peanut butter cookies that uses peanut butter, eggs, and sugar. Oh, that's it. VT, that's to say. That's funny. When you said that, I'm like, gluten-free. And I'm like, what kind of gluten is there in peanut butter cookies? What the hell are you even talking about? Like, I literally was like, how could there be gluten in peanut butter cookies? That's funny. Cardboard's mine and Martha Stewart secret lair. And one of the cards is her with Busta Rhymes when they got together. And another one is her and Snoop Dogg. Why not? Why not? Juggle them, yeah. Doing secret layer lands as your lands for your decks. Good luck. Good luck. So expensive. Anthony, just eat peanut butter from the jar. I used to do that when I was a kid. As an adult, I want it on something. Soda crackers, something. You know what I mean? Ruben, do you make a deck with the idea of being specialized and winning that way, or do you make a deck that's well-rounded that can answer a lot? Well, I mean, if you're playing multiple people, you probably want a bunch of answers because it's going to be hard to win. But, otherwise, either option is viable. You can try and be ready to handle a bunch of things, or you can just be focused on your own goal and hope you can finish your goal. Like, you can hope you can finish before they can stop you, right? Nathan, you're getting by. Well, keep it up, bro. Keep getting by. Hell yeah, son. Well, I'll keep getting by. Cardboard Runner question, milk or Barks with the cookie? Well, I don't really have milk and cookies ever. So it will be Barks and root beer. Barks and peanut butter cookies. Yeah. Energy Turtle, what's up? You're happy about the changes? You're a player ready to play? All right. Can't wait for murders at Smirnoff Manor. Yeah, Captain Morgan murdered somebody in the Smokatorium, bro. Highlander reboot's going to be epic. Anything with Henry Cavill, I'll watch. Wait, what's this now? Are they doing a movie or a TV show with Henry Cavill as the Highlander? I liked the Highlander. Juggling, he's got the sword tucked away in his invisipocket. That's how he's able to pull it out of nowhere. Highlander was fun. The second Highlander is not very good. Ramirez, my old friend. What? I never watched the Highlander show. Oh, speaking of shows and movies. So we talked about Buffy the Vampire Slayer yesterday. And I went and watched the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie last night. And I remember when I was younger, I liked the movie. And I thought the show was stupid. But the movie's not very good. It's not very entertaining overall, I found. I just watched it and was like, this is it's a middle of the road movie. That's basically what it ended up being, you know? Middle of the road. Ruben, Netflix price is going up to $23. What do I think about that? Well, I don't have Netflix, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds like a lot. Buddy. They got multiple different things though, so maybe you get the one where they blur out all the fun parts, but you pay less, right? There's ones where you don't get to see anybody's dick and balls, but it's like $4 less a month. So you can do that trade-off, right? Nathan, you're not going to complain about fancier cards and draftable packs or less product, but you will complain about less cards and increased cost. Well, valid complaints, bro. Valid complaints, 100%. Blind Fury made you cry as a kid? Yeah, that forecasting cost red instant? It's not very good, is it? The blind white guy samurai. Wait, is that the one where he's like got his sword and his cane or whatever, and he's a weirdo that comes and lives with people and beats off in their house? Am I remembering the right movie? Isn't that the guy from Blade Runner who tugs it and has a sword in his cane? Drake, it's probably more than 13 toonies, bro. It's expensive. There's a Highlander anime? I didn't know that, Jugglem. I didn't know that. VT, you like Pluto TV? It's free. I those things can be all right, but like going back to the old model of, hey, do you want to watch the last 22 minutes of this hour-long show? And it's like, what? Yeah, it's like the TV days, and it's like, no, I've progressed. I've progressed. I don't. I'd rather look at like hot chicks on the internet than the Sears magazine, the Sears catalog or whatever, with those like mom bras or whatever, right? Nathan, you wish they'd actually support LGSs rather than just talking about it? Well, words don't cost money the same way that money costs money. Paul Rubens' vampire death was epic. It was, yeah, Plaid, it was so ridiculous, bro. It was so ridiculous. Break stop. Yeah, you can't binge watch that way, can you? Can you? Those TV things are good for when you don't want to really worry about what you're going to watch and you just want something playing and you want that TV experience, but nah, man, I've been watching stuff like The Expanse and Married with Children, and I just like watching them in sequence, you know, not just going, well, what are you playing next? Well, next we've got Rearrange Your Cat's House on the Learning Channel. We're going to give your cat a little oak fucking roof. It's like, what? Yeah, and then a 5-minute video about how the oak for this cat's roof came from some stupid fucking rainforest, but it's okay that rainforest is being cut down because it said something hurtful to somebody on Twitter or something. And you just go, what is this life? What is this life? Splendor, I want to know what they're planning, the next step with the judge stuff. I'm keenly interested, considering that they cut off the contract with the judge organization. What's their plan, right? They want organized play to come back, but are they willing to do what it takes? VT, you find it takes more time to find something to watch than actually watching it. I get that. Sometimes I just go, oh, I don't even want to. You know, you've got like a good life when your problems are, oh, I have to spend too much time deciding what I want to watch for entertainment. Woe is me. Woe is me. Dan Frazier draws Frazier. Oh my god. Energy total. That would be the Frazier secret layer. The Frazier secret layer is drawn by Dan Frazier. Oh. Matt, you feel like you should be a thing for finding TV shows to watch, like a TV guide? How about a TV channel dedicated to that? I remember because they had an advertisement for Niagara Airbus that they played. Like the TV guide channel got 90% of their advertising money from Niagara Airbus because Niagara Airbus's advertisements played all the time. Like I can hear the entire thing in my head right now, the music and everything. And I mean, they actually gave great service the time that I used them as well. So solid, solid. What up, Loria? How you doing, buddy? You know, you're right. I haven't given up. It's nice to see you, pal. Executioner, yeah, you got to spend some time to filter out the garbage. Drake, yeah, at a certain level of television, commercials are insane. Like when I'm at the fucking dentist office and the commercials come on, they play like 20 commercials. Like 20 commercials. And I'm like, this is madness. This is madness. Absolute madness. So, I mean, I see the appeal of having your choices narrowed down by going, here's what's on. Just pick a channel, watch it or whatever. Because it can be daunting. It can be daunting. Juggle them, you get in the pack of what? Pokemon? Pokemon Halloween cards. What do you think? What do you think we're doing here? Pokemonans? Actually, there's probably a bunch of people in here who do Pokemons. I don't. I don't play that game because it's horrific what those children do to those poor animals, making them fight and then digitally storing them forever in some kind of place or something. Like Digimon are okay with being digitized, but Pokemon, they never consented to that. They never consented to being touched by your balls and like at all, right? I'd like at all. Like if you throw your balls at a lady, you're going to jail. But if you throw your balls at a lightning rat, somehow you're a hero for this old guy who's like, get me information. Right? Right? Drake, you only have one Pokemon card? With the Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Lightning Energy? It just sounds so made up. That sounds like gibberish. Matt, yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. About streaming, back in the day, we had a common frame of reference in our pop culture, which allowed us to connect easier with each other. Cultural touchstones were far more like rigid across the board for people comparatively, right? And now you have everything, which widens things up, which in one way is cool, and in another way, it doesn't lead to as many connection points, right? Juggling while you give them out for Halloween, that's cool, buddy. I feel like that's probably something a bunch of kids get excited about, getting Pokemon cards for Halloween. I can get down with that. I don't really care about Pokemon stuff myself, but kids getting all like, say, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, VT, you never thought of how useful they'd be for kidnappers? Exactly. Like, why wouldn't you fight all the battles that way? Just take a bunch of people and force them to work in your fucking diamond mines and shit, right? Pikachu's number one because he couldn't be captured by a Pokeball. Really? So he just serves like a little bitch willingly? What? What? What happened to calling someone while watching something at the same time on TV? They have things like, they have watch parties now where, like, for example, we would do it on a live stream where I would be listening to a movie and I'd have it playing and you guys would have the movie playing on your computer and we would all be talking about it in here. Like, people do that on the internet. I've considered doing similar kind of things in the past, but I completely forgot about the idea until you brought it up right now. Breakstop, you think connections with smaller communities are a bit more meaningful? I think the meaning of a connection isn't necessarily dependent on the size of the community, but I do understand what you're saying. There was a viral video of a building recorded where flashes from windows were synchronized from watching Games of Thrones premieres just recently. So everybody was watching the same show and you could see it through their windows. That's fun. Ruben says, let's have a raffle to find out who could be the closest to the correct price for a box of Play Boosters. A raffle? Don't you mean just guessing? Like a raffle? We'll get like a box and some tickets and shit? Because that's what a raffle is to me. Pikachu couldn't be captured because he had the heart of the cards and 2 untapped islands. All right, that sounds about right to me. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, man. You look out the window and you can see, like, Carly likes seeing what other people are watching on TV. Like, if we're walking down the street and somebody, she'll be like, they're watching this in here. Like, look, she looks at people's TVs in their houses. I don't stare in people's windows, but she does. She just goes, well, they could close the blinds if they want or whatever. And I know it's fine for her too. Like, if I was wandering around by myself, staring in your windows or whatever, that's going to be a problem. Like, Carly does stuff that I as a man can't, because she's just a tiny cute little chick. So if she just walks up your driveway and is staring at crap on your house or whatever, you're just gonna be like, whatever. But if I walk up and I'm just staring at your house, they'll be like, looking out the blinds, what's this guy up to? He's up to no good. Because they can sense my menacing aura. You know what I mean? They can feel it. They can feel it deep. Soul crushingly deep. Ruben, each person buys a ticket, you put it in a cage. You gotta get a cage, man. You know what? You're in charge of that. You are the raffle guy. You can get the cage. You can put down everybody's thing. You can shake it. I dub you Raffle Master 7. From now on, that shall be your name. Raffle 7. Robble, robble. Robbledy, robbledy, driggity drop into my grave plot. Carly says, if your blinds are open, I'm looking. Yeah, she does. She just looks in your windows, man. She just looks in people's windows. Just walks up on their property and stuff. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. That's right, juggling. Her making cookies is a boss level move. Oh yeah, and she made for lunch, she made stuffed bell peppers cut like jack-o'-lanterns. They looked fun. They looked like little pumpkins. They look like little pumpkins. If you like food that looks like little pumpkins and is lukewarm, come on down to Carly's Luncheon Kitchen. Oh. Matt, you wish magic was cheaper? Everybody wishes that. Everybody wishes that. Lukewarm, yeah. Yeah, I thought I might get food poisoning, Carly. I was like, can I get food poisoning from this? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. The meat's already cooked and it was just been in the fridge since yesterday and it's kind of warm. The cheese is somewhat melted. And the peppers, I can't get food poisoning from peppers. So I ate it. Drake, you had someone knock on the door of your house and ask if you live there because they don't see you inside that often? I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'd be like, you're going on a list. I'm calling the police on. What the fuck? How are you coming to my house and asking me if I live here because you look in here all the time and you don't see me? That's fucking weird. That's weird. Look, I stare in this window of this house all the time and I don't recognize you. So you need to show me some identification. And it's like, bro, you're about to see a lot of me. Now that I know you stare into my house, I'm going to walk around with my dick and balls hanging out. Like all the time. All the time. And like right before I walk into my living room, right before I walk in front of the window, I'm going to plump my fucking fat dick right up. And I'm going to walk in doing the fucking stretch so my shirt's lifted up too. You're going to get a fucking real good look at my dick every day. Don't look through my fucking windows. You're never going to forget. You're never going to forget me. Oh, it's that fucking guy whose dick I've seen. Yeah. Yeah, you worried that it's my house now, motherfucker? That's what you do. That's what you do. You showed them mail from past years and it seemed to satisfy them. Holy shit, you and I are totally different. I'd be like, you need to get the fuck out of here. This is my fucking home. You looking in the windows, bro? What's the matter with you? You're a fucking weirdo. Nobody acts like this. Just so you know, what you're doing is fucking strange. What you're doing is fucking strange. Stop it. Stop it, lawnmower man. How ripped were the bell peppers? They were jacked. They smoked a lot, bro. They were very ripped. They were so confident in their assertion. It really shook you. It just changed your reality. They're like, hey, I look in this place all the time. I don't recognize you. You don't live here. And Drake's just like, shit, he sounds really confident. Maybe I don't live here. Hold on. I'll prove it to myself and you. Look, here's mail. That's not enough. Bend over and let me take a look at your butthole. I've got to do ocular verification. Like he's gonna come over here. He's gonna come over and he's gonna like fucking make you turn your head and cough, and he's gonna fondle your ball bag under the name of identity verification. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I haven't seen you in here. Like, not outside. Not I saw you go in and I haven't seen you around this place. Like, saying inside. Seeing. Matt says, strutting around with cock and balls out sounds good. Do you see a phone flash? Oh, no, I'm not worried about that. Go ahead. See, I'd be worried if I didn't have amazing junk. But all that's going to happen then is it's just going to be more people wanting the goodness. Spread the fucking word. I don't care. I don't care. I'm putting on a show for the neighbors. I'm putting on a fucking show for the neighbors. And when other people see the show, they're going to be like, that's a good show. That's a fucking thumbs up. So, I don't got to worry about that. But I'll give you credit, Matt. You're thinking. Because if you got fucking gnarly junk that you don't want people having pictures of, don't wander around. I forgot to say that, Drake. Forget about it. If your junk is weird, be careful showing it to your strange neighbor who wants to see your junk. Ocular verification is the future of home security. Yeah, like when you want to turn your cell phone on, you're going to have to turn around and spread your cheeks and show your anus because it's actually, your anus is more unique than all of your fingerprints combined. We have to insert the ocular rod to get your fucking digital fingerprint. Oh my God. When you hear the tone, I need you to flex grip the techno rod. Please insert phone in S. To verify your identity. Please That's so stupid. Welcome to Techno. Oh. Google needs to verify your identity. This is like a picture of like a little like human cutout with a phone and like an arrow moving up with the legs going. Oh. Ruben, this is probably the best show you've seen. This needs to be put on the main channel, chopped up and spliced. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, it's not going to end up on the main channel, but this will be put up on the stream archive. So I guess I'll grab the link for that in case you don't already have it, buddy. Because all the good live streams end up getting saved and put over there now. So it's a new thing. The live stream archive is new. All right. And boosting up its watch time is a great thing as well. Because that's how we get it into the YouTube Partner Program. All right. Perfect. There we go. All right, let me pin that. Let me pin that link to the stream archive. So yeah, don't be ugly and stupid and gross. And you don't be ugly and stupid and gross by subscribing to the stream archive. Go subscribe to the stream archive so that you don't get cancer and you stop being ugly. Your mom will love you and ladies won't think that you're gross. If you subscribe to the Hatcher Stream channel and watch live streams over there, it'll cure your fucking genital warts, right? And then you'll be comfortable showing your junk to your fucking neighbors as a sign of dominance. Chess, you're overall fine with the new Play Booster concept? Fair enough. That's going to make life easier for you. Peace out, yeah, my girl. Have a good one, buddy. Drake says, I subscribed to the archive, immediately found enlightenment, and opened an Ella Schnorren. There you go. Testify! Testify! But yeah, all the live streams that happen on Hatcher and the Historian, they all end up over there. So if you want to check up on all the goodness that you have been denied, that you've missed out on, that's the place to do it. Now it's time for me to be heading on up out here because the Chainsaw Man, he's coming. So I gotta be running. Gotta go insert my phone. Gotta go verify my identity for Google. All right. Chainsaw Man in 3, 2, 1, run!